Okay, so what if you could do one thing, just once, and permanently rewire your brain for focus? No apps, no supplements, just one protocol that hard installs focus into your nervous system for life. All right, I've spent months studying Andrew Huberman's protocols, digging through neuroscientific journals, elite performance routines, all of IT, and what you're about to get. It's not productivity fluff. No, this is distilled, battle-tested neuroengineering, and yeah, you're getting access to the actual research papers I studied, not just summaries, the real stuff. By the end of this video, you'll have a plug-and-play ritual to supercharge your brain's focus systems, plus a 5-minute morning routine, a 90/20 work rest template, and a downloadable focus ritual flowchart, so you never lose momentum again, ever. But first, why does your brain resist focus? In the first place, most people spend years chasing focus and never actually find it, but the real reason. It's not discipline, it's biology. Your brain was never taught how to shift into deep work mode, but once you learn how to flip the right switches, your brain will crave focus. It becomes effortless, even addictive, but it all starts with one strange technique that literally retrains your attentional blink. Technique number 1, quiet interception. Here's a truth that almost nobody talks about. You don't have a focus problem, you have a circuitry problem. Your brain isn't lazy. It's overloaded. It's been trained to react, not to focus. But there's a protocol that can rewire your attentional circuit in less than 17 minutes, and once it's rewired, your baseline focus changes permanently. It's like installing RAM into your consciousness, and yeah, I'll show you how. It's called quiet interception, and it's stupidly simple. Sit, breathe, focus on the space just behind your forehead. That's it. What you're actually doing is retraining the PFC, your prefrontal cortex, your executive control center, to reduce what neuroscientists call attentional blinks. You know, that moment your focus just collapses. Gone. I know, sounds a bit like meditation, right? But this isn't about peace or calm, or good vibes. No, this is neural engineering. Studies show, after just 4 sessions of introspective stillness, people increase sustained focus by up to 44%. 44%, and those changes, they were still measurable 5 weeks later. Let's test it right now, just 60 seconds. Pause the video, close your eyes, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now, place your awareness behind your forehead. Feel that pressure, that slight tingling. That's your introspective map, lighting up. If your thoughts drift, just gently bring them back. Notice how your mind wandered. That's not failure. That's the training REP. Every single time you pull your attention back, you're literally strengthening the wiring that makes deep focus automatic. This is the first step to becoming dangerous, because if you can control your attention, you can control everything. But hey, what if you could take this one step further and actually trigger neurochemicals that amplify this effect in seconds? That's what technique number 2 is all about. It's weird. It involves your eyes, and it unlocks a whole NEW gear of focus. Technique number 2, neurological warm-up and visual fixation. What if I told you there's a 2-minute drill that literally flips your brain's focus switch, and hardly anyone does it? This isn't just an eye thing. No, it's neurological ignition. Right now, your eyes are just passively scanning the screen. But if you actively lock your gaze on a fixed point, ideally something 6 to 10 feet away, and hold IT for 60 to 120 seconds, something wild happens. Your oculomotor system sends a surge of signals to your brain stem, releasing acetylcholine and epinephrine. Translation: your brain stops idling and drops straight into laser mode. This technique is called vergence training. Elite snipers do IT. Athletes use it before world championships. But here's the twist. Most people think focus starts in the mind. It doesn't. It starts in the muscles, behind your eyeballs. You can literally trigger a neurological cascade just by fixing your gaze for 2 minutes. And the best part, it's free, it's instant, and no one's gatekeeping it except distraction itself. This is where it gets freaky. Let me give you 5 science-backed tricks that stack right on top of this eye drill to build what I call the attention climb. Each layer ramps up your brain's focus thermostat. Here's how. Step 1, control your eye movements. Lock on a single point. Hold, breathe, no fidgeting, no darting eyes. You're telling your brain, we're hunting now, pay attention. Step 2, mental warm-up while holding gaze. Start to visualize your first task of the day. Not vague goals, no, clear visuals, typing the words, opening the spreadsheet, solving the problem. This mental simulation lights up your promoter cortex, literally prepping your brain to perform. Before it performs, step 3, increase attention gradually. Here's where most people mess up. They go from 0 to 100. Don't, instead, go from 20% attention to 60%, then slowly to 100% over 3 to 5 minutes. Ride the wave. Let your brain build momentum. Like a plane hitting the runway, step 4, ride the dopamine curve. As focus builds, your brain releases tiny dopamine pulses. The trick, notice them, that inner click when distractions fade. That's chemical and you can amplify it. By pairing it with small, intentional wins, even checking off your first task while still in this state boosts dopamine salience, which keeps the system running. Step 5, anchor and pleasure. Here's the weird one, right before ending the drill. Smile. I'm dead serious. This isn't woo-woo. Smiling while focused associates pleasure with discipline, rewiring your basal ganglia to crave this state again, making you addicted to the work, like a drug. Here is an overview, what you gotta do. 1. Fix gaze, mind still. 2. Visualize the first task clearly. 3. Gradually raise mental intensity, attention, toward the task. 4. Notice those dopamine drops, feel them. 5. Smile to anchor pleasure. Yes, there's one hidden benefit of this ritual that almost nobody talks about, and it might be the real reason this works so well. It trains what's called attentional stability, the neurological ability to hold a single thought without slipping, and that skill, it's the keystone habit of every single peak performer on the planet. Olympic athletes, Navy SEALs, Fortune 500 CEOs, they don't have better to-do lists. They have better attentional command. So, what if I told you there's a 3-minute ritual that floods your brain with the exact neurochemicals you need for peak focus? And you don't need a single supplement or gadget to do it. Let's prime your brain like a Navy SEAL on a mission. Cold exposure sprint, the 90-second hack. This is not about willpower. This is about chemical leverage. Step into a cold shower for just 90 seconds, and here's what floods your bloodstream: adrenaline, also known as epinephrine, increases alertness, sharpens focus; dopamine, enhances motivation and mood; norepinephrine, boosts attention span and task performance. Yes, you're not just toughing it out. No, you're biohacking your neural operating system. And here's the freaky part. Those levels don't just spike for a moment, they stay elevated for hours. Studies have shown a 250% increase in dopamine, lasting up to 3 hours. 250%. Bonus hack, gamma wave entrainment. Immediately after your cold exposure, put on 40 Hz binaural beats. Why 40 Hz? That's the gamma frequency range, associated with high-level problem solving, working memory, and attention. It stimulates the prefrontal cortex, your brain's CEO. You're literally syncing your brain to the focus frequency. Try listening for just 5 minutes with headphones. You'll feel a weird tightening, like your brain is zooming in, that spotlight attention, kicking in. A quick interruption. Let's talk about some zero-cost brain boosts you can do right now. Don't have time for cold showers or fancy headphones? No problem. Here are 2 quick ways to boost your brain chemistry, things you can trigger anywhere. First up, the breath hold hack. To do it after a deep inhale, hold your breath for 20 to 30 seconds. What happens? That mild stress triggers a small adrenaline burst that sharpens your attention instantly. It brings you right into present-time awareness. It's like flicking your brains on switch without needing any caffeine. Technique number 2, the self-directed dopamine loop. Here's how this one works. First, pick one small micro goal. For instance, open my Notion doc. Next, say that goal out loud. Then do it. Instantly, that combination, saying it, then doing it, gives your brain this dopamine micro hit. You've trained your brain to reward immediate action. It's this cycle. Say it, act on it, get that dopamine boost, and repeat. Try repeating this loop for your first 3 tasks of the day, and boom, you start building momentum, getting into the flow. But here's the catch. Most people tend to misuse this. Why? Because too much dopamine, especially too early, often leads to a focus crash later on. Here's how you time this priming like a PRO. Remember, this neurochemical priming isn't all-day fuel. No, think of it more as the match that lights the fire, not the whole log burning all day. That's why you want to stack these techniques. Do them right before your main focus session, like a 90-minute work block, coming up next. I'll show you exactly how to time these rituals with your brain's natural energy cycles. This way, you can avoid burnout and tap into those peak focus states. Some people call them Ultradian rhythms, consistently, like a machine. Remember this takeaway: focus isn't just some mood you're in, it's chemistry. And now you know how to control the beaker. You ever feel like your focus randomly crashes, even when you're doing everything right? That's not random, that's biology. Let me show you how to ride your brain's natural rhythm and unlock the peak 90 minutes your brain is designed for. Ultradian rhythms, your brain's hidden clock. You've heard of circadian rhythms, your 24-hour sleep-wake cycle, right? But inside those are smaller waves called ultradian rhythms, roughly 90 minutes on, 20 minutes OFF. Each cycle is like a built-in performance wave. First 20 mins, acetylcholine-driven spotlighting, you lock in. Middle 30 mins, dopamine flow, you get absorbed. Final 30-40 mins, norepinephrine plus fatigue chemicals rise. Time to break, miss the wave. And you'll feel like you're swimming against the current. Ugh, catch it right. And your brain carries you. Yes, the 90-20 peak focus formula. Here's the protocol, and it's stupidly effective. Start of cycle, do a 90-second cold exposure, a 2-min vergence drill, a 1-min interception micro-meditation, and 5 mins of gamma binaural beats. Then, go deep. That's your Ultradian sprint number 1. After 90 minutes, drop everything. Take a 20-minute recovery break, walk outside, lie down with eyes shut, zero stimulation, no scrolling. That's when your brain does its real processing, memory encoding, creative insight, and recovery for the next sprint. Stack multiple sprints, like a PRO athlete. Want to get 2 to 3 peak focus blocks per day. Here's the sequence: morning, sprint 1, start with full ritual. Midday, sprint 2, shorter warm-up. Afternoon, optional sprint 3, only if rested. Elite creatives and entrepreneurs stack just 2 deep sprints a day and get more done than 99% of people grinding for 10 hours. 99%, tension point, the number one mistake that kills flow. Here's what breaks the system. Skipping the 20-minute rest. No rest means a buildup of adenosine, the fatigue chemical. This leads to mental fog, irritability, and a false sense of failure. You'll think you've lost motivation, when in reality, you just skipped your brain's reboot window. Callback, remember that 3-minute ritual. This is why it works. When you do the eye drills, the cold exposure, and the interception right before a focus cycle, you're not just prepping, you're timing it with your brain's natural up ramp. That's what makes it feel effortless. Okay, we've now locked in your brain's 3 biggest levers: interception, neurochemical priming, and biological timing. And don't forget, you can find the link to all the research papers in the description below. I'll show you exactly how to put this together into a single flow chart you can follow tomorrow morning. And a 5-minute version if you're short on time. Number 1, the full version, the daily kill switch. This takes about 15 to 20 minutes total. This is the neuroscience optimized protocol for entering peak cognitive states. Use this every morning before your deep work blocks or creative sessions. Step 1, quiet interception. 3-5 mins, sit still, close your eyes. Focus behind your forehead. Observe your breath and thoughts without reacting. Step 2, vergence eye drill. 2 mins, track a pen slowly toward and away from your nose. Keep your eyes focused the whole time. Step 3, cold shower sprint. 1-2 mins, take that cold shower or splash cold water. Stay calm, breathe deep. Step 4, gamma binaural beats. 3-5 mins, play 40 Hz audio with headphones. Sit or stretch. Let it sink. Step 5, 90/20 sprint scheduled. Do 90 minutes, deep work, followed by 20 minutes, rest, then repeat. Number 2, the 5-minute version, the rapid reboot. First, 1-minute interception drill. Breathe, focus internally, reset your attention. Second, 1-minute eye focus drill. Move your finger toward and away from your nose. Stay focused. Third, 1-minute cold splash. Wake up your nervous system. Splash water on your face or neck. Go. Fourth, 1 to 2 minutes of gamma beats. Plug in headphones. Press play. Let your brain align. Fifth, start one task for a 25-minute work block. No extra tabs, no other apps, just start. Even if you woke up tired, even if you only slept 4 hours, even if your brain feels foggy and unmotivated, This ritual punches through it all. You don't need to feel ready. You need to just start. And if all you can do is the 5-minute version today, that's a win because that 5 minutes, that's how professionals separate from amateurs. They don't wait to feel like it. They build rituals that carry them forward, no matter what. All right, you've just unlocked the exact 5-step ritual to hijack your brain's focus and turn every day into peak performance mode. You felt the power of interception, rode the wave of a 40 Hz bang, and aligned with your ultradian rhythms, so now you know exactly how to seize your attention, on demand. But here's the kicker. What if I told you this is only the beginning? In my next video, Hidden Human Upgrades You Were Never Taught, I'll pull back the curtain on the secret biohacks elite athletes, Navy SEALs, and world-class performers use to literally rewire their bodies and minds. We're talking advanced neuroplasticity drills, cellular-level recovery tricks, and mental code injections that feel like science fiction. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Click right here to dive into the upgrades they never taught you in school, and let's push your human potential past every limit you've ever known. Go.